Demon basketball coach Mike McConathy. His team opens the season Friday night at Texas A&M, then comes home Monday evening to play Lyon College for their first Prather Coliseum appearance. Coach, you've had a lot of time to get the team ready, and I'll bet you're going to say, we're not ready yet.
There's no doubt. Got a long way to go. I mean, that's why coaches don't like October and don't like their teams in October. And now we moved into November, and we've had a little bit more time actually to prepare this year because we don't play till the second full week of November because of the way the calendar fell. But we've still got a lot of hurdles to try to climb over.
Well, let's talk first of all about assets. This team has graduation each year shifts the complexion of the team. This year's team seems to be more guard-oriented and a better shooting team. Is that a fair assessment?
I think that we'll shoot the ball from top to bottom as well as any group we've had. I do think that our speed is very, very good. Last week we were playing and we had 5 guys under 6'5" on the floor, and our speed was very good, and we were able to press and do some things that helped us to be a lot more effective. So I really feel good about the fact that we have the ability to create chaos because of our speed, but I also feel good that we can shoot the basketball and shoot it very well. And in our little scrimmage that we had, we shot about 43% from the three-point line, and that was very, very good. And first half of that scrimmage, we didn't take a whole lot of threes, and so I was pleased with that because I want to take the shot they give us and just not go down and start jacking up three-point shots.
Mm-hmm. Now, with a good shooting team, a team that moves down the floor, how will your team fare Friday night, for example? Texas A&M, I'm sure, will be a bigger basketball team.
I think it's one of those things that you have to think about this. They have to guard down, and sometimes bigger teams have a hard time guarding down. We'll have to guard up, but we'll do that through different avenues, and that's something that we're used to when we play the higher major schools, that we know that we're not going to be as large as they are, so we'll have to make the adjustments necessary to be successful.
Well, throughout your 15 previous seasons, the Demons have been very competitive and successful at times on the road against power conference teams. Last year, you won convincingly at Auburn in the SEC matchup, and then went over to Baylor against the nationally ranked Bears and nearly pulled that one off, falling in overtime. So an extra level of confidence for the Demons going into Friday night at A&M?
I think that it really is important to understand that if you've had some success playing against higher major programs and you've been right there knocking on the door and you've beaten them, then it allows the players that are here to say, hey, we competed with those guys last year. We just need to make sure that we understand that anybody can beat anybody on any given night.
All right, talk about the A&M matchup specifically, and a coach I know that you have a lot of admiration for in Billy Kennedy.
Well, Billy Kennedy does a fabulous job. He was a Southland Conference coach. Last time I've only coached against him, this will be the second time since they beat us in 04-05 and a 47-42, I think, matchup. That's definitely not Northwestern State basketball style, but he really does a great job of forcing his style of play on his opponents and does a tremendous job. Courtney Robertson's one of his young men players from Arcadia, Louisiana, as a senior, fifth-year senior, and he'll be very, very effective for them. And they've got a nice squad. They're very intelligent, a very good passing team. I don't think they're huge by the standards of some of the other teams. For instance, LSU is 7-1, 6'9", 6'9". Their front line's not going to be like that. But they still do have some good, thick bodies, and they will be very difficult to handle because of their size.
So what does your team have to do Friday night?
We just got to get the ball up in the floor, down in the floor, play Demon basketball. When we step on the floor, we're playing as hard as we possibly can every possession. I look for us to try to play our waves some, like we do always, but at the same time, we probably will end up settling into a 7 to 8 to 9 man rotation, just trying to take advantage of the fact that we've got some guys that are really quick and can really do some very, very good things. So I think that that's going to be a key.
Then Monday night, Lyon College playing at home in Prather Coliseum, something I know your teams always enjoy.
Yeah, there's nothing like playing in Prather. It's a great facility. Some people would snicker at that, but for basketball, it's a great facility, great home court advantage. We've been very successful here. We've created that over the years, and all those teams past helped us to do that, and staffs helped us to do that. So we're thankful for the fact that when people come in here, we expect to win at home, and that's very, very important. And I can't always say that that's the case. I don't think it was the case before I got here that they expected to win. Not being critical, but our culture has developed that over the years. And this going into my 16th year, you know, it's hard to remember that first game in Prather.
All right, one thing.
But I do.
You do. I have no doubt. One thing different about this year, and we talked about it with Jalen, is the attention and the expectations on your junior point guard. He's not under the radar any longer. A lot of people around the nation are touting him and talking about how explosive he is. So how do you help him deal with that as he goes into the season with, unquestionably, added pressure and expectations?
Well, I think that you got to stay within who you are. And the first thing is that with that statement, you got to know who you are first and then stay within your game. Don't try to do things that you can't do. Just do the things that you do very, very well. He does a lot of things very well, but he just needs to stay within that. And one thing, he is very unselfish, and sometimes I need him to be a little bit more selfish because that's going to benefit the team. His selfishness will actually end up helping the team, but I do know that he will get the ball to those guys when they are open, and he will try to move it around and distribute the ball, and I've already seen that through this early practice period.
All right, well, good luck Friday night against the Aggies, and we'll look forward to seeing you Monday night in Prather Coliseum.
Thank you.